Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome back to Hexproof, where we're going to be playing our Khans of Tarkir draft decks today, and I'm joined by my good friend Kevin. Kevin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Matt.
Very good. Thank you for joining me here today. Now, we do have our draft decks from Khans of Tarkir. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
No, I'm just ready to destroy you with my green, black, blue.
You wish. You wish. I have my Jeskai deck, my red, white, and blue deck going, and you know, Kevin and I, when we play, we have a different way to decide who goes first. It's Kevin's favorite way to decide, and it's basically a guess the land game. I will put one land face down, and Kevin will get 3 chances to guess what it is. And if he guesses wrong, I lay down, like if he guesses island and it's not an island, I'll lay down the island so he knows that I'm telling the truth, that he didn't guess right. And if he guesses properly, he gets to decide who goes first.
It's never forest.
It's never forest.
Which makes me think, he's going to choose forest.
Alright, so, are you ready?
I am ready.
You're ready.
See, lucky for him, I know that he's putting down a mountain.
You mean this mountain?
No, that would have been really cool, right?
Right. This island?
Forest? No!
It was the holographic plains.
No! I gave him that too.
To use for this. It's never forest.
It's never forest.
It's never forest.
So you going first, Matt?
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
So I chose Jeskai for my draft, and Jeskai is the clan that's all about cunning. They're red, white, and blue, and their symbol is the Eye of the Dragon. And they have a keyword called Prowess. Now, Prowess means that every time you cast a non-creature spell, your creatures with Prowess get 1/1. They get +1/+1. Some of them also get other effects, like I have one that also gets lifelink while he has Prowess. So that's kind of how I built this deck, to have some Prowess creatures and to have some instant cast spells, because you need the instants to activate Prowess in the middle of combat, you know, for a little bit of combat trickery. So that's what I'm playing today. Now we have already shuffled our decks because, you know, you don't want to watch that. So we're just going to go ahead and draw our 7.
Good luck, Matt.
7. Yeah, I don't think I'll need it.
My name's Kevin Levitt. I'm playing the Sultai deck. Basically, it's a green, black, blue deck revolving around resource manipulation and using the graveyard to your advantage.
You might.
I see Mike. Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
What do you think, Matt?
I'm thinking, and I'm not sure.
Since you're going first, you'll decide if you're keeping.
I can actually keep.
Okay,
and
well,
I'm gonna mulligan.
Yes.
I'm not positive.
I'm gonna mulligan too, and through the power of editing, we will now draw our 7. So the first 3 cards I drew from my opening hand was Swamp, Forest, Island. Perfect. I have all 3 of my colors. The problem is the rest of the 4 cards were almost all lands too.
So let's draw 7. 5 or 6, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cheat.
Both of us tried to cheat.
Yeah. I guess it's really not cheating. Oh my.
It's a little better than before. I think I am going to keep this.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I'm on the play.
You're on the draw.
Draw. Whatever.
Yeah.
Play, draw.
I'm on the play.
I'm still trying to cheat.
So my first opening hand, my first 7, it wasn't bad, but I didn't have a play until turn 5, which was really bad, and it wasn't even that good of a play to begin with. But after I mulliganed, I had a better starting hand. I had my Mystic Monastery, which taps for any of my 3 colors, red, white, or blue, which is perfect. I need that because I only run the 1, because that's all I opened. And I also have an Alabaster Kirin, which is a 2/3 Vigilant Flyer, which is what I used to kill Kevin when we played in the draft. So I want to get that on the board because it did bypass a lot of the stuff he will be putting out. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Mystic Monastery can be tapped for all 3 colors that I control. You may go.
Yes. So I drew my new 6. The problem is I have 2 islands. So unless I get really lucky, I'm going to be screwed in my mana base. But I have Crippling Chill for a turn 3, so I feel pretty confident. Ooh. Okay, well that's better.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm going to gain a life.
Oh, nice.
Yes, the traditional turn 1. Your turn.
My turn. I will draw. Well, I think I'm going to follow your lead and I'll gain a life as well.
Solid play, solid
so
play.
I am up to 21, And I
pass that turn.
will pass my turn. You may go.
There we go. Now I feel a lot more confident in this.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
Well, tough decision, but probably just an island.
Okay.
And then I will do the most pro thing and pass my turn.
Oh, wonderful. That was a professional move you just made.
I like to fake you out.
Look
Look at my 2 mana, Matt.
The one thing I don't like about having all this multicolored mana is I don't know how to organize it on my board.
I know, you can't just do black mana here, white mana here.
And dual colors in the middle. You can't do that because you have like tricolor.
It really bugs me.
Yeah.
Because this island should be over here, and then what do I do if I have a forest? Which I don't have.
You know, speaking of island, I'll just play an island. And I'm going to pass my turn.
Ah, perfect.
Yep.
Not even a morph card.
No.
Fantastic. Well, I don't think I'll be doing much either. See this? See this? Where do I put this forest? I don't like it. Well, since you don't have a creature out, I guess I really can't do much. I'm going to pass the turn to you, Matt.
Okay. I will then draw. I think what I'll do is I'll lay a plains.
Good choice.
Yep. And... you know, we don't have any creatures on the board.
We don't.
How about an Alabaster Kier and a 2/3 Vigilant Flyer?
Fantastic.
Yep. And that will end my turn. You may go.
It's a good turn.
It is. So now with the Alabaster on the field, my plan is to keep continuous pressure on him by poking him for 2 damage over and over and over again. It's not a lot, but he can't answer it right now, and he's going to have to scramble for a way to deal with it.
Oh yeah. There we go. Dim creatures. Ooh. So I'm going to try to be sneaky and morph a creature in, which for 3 colorless mana, I can put it face down, and then for its morph cost, flip it back up. So technically this 0/6 is a 2/2 morphed, and then if I need it to block, unmorph it, 0/6. So I'm going to fake you out a little bit and do something morphed.
A morph card. A brand new... is it a new mechanic?
It's not a new one.
It's a returning mechanic?
It's a returning mechanic. This could
It's new for me.
Anything.
It's new for me.
Definitely not something ridiculous.
Okay. Alright. Is that turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
That's the end of turn?
It is.
Okay. I will untap for once. We'll draw. I'm really happy I haven't missed a land drop. There's a mountain for you. And that's the only problem. Draft, you always have mana problems, and with cons having 3 colors per con.
I thought it'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, I am. Well, I had issues during the draft. I'm not doing it bad now. Oh yeah, I lost a game because I never drew a mountain the whole time. I had red cards in my hand the whole time.
That'll happen. How many lands did you do?
I do 18.
Oh, that's good enough.
Yeah.
I only did 17.
Oh wow.
And I was flooded with mana almost every single time.
Wish I had that kind of luck. Let's see.
Attack with that 2/3.
He is vigilant.
He is vigilant.
I think what I'm going to do is I am going to attack with the 2/3 flyer.
I will choose not to block it, mostly because I can't reach him.
Okay. Then he will come back to me there. And that's turn.
Full mana.
Full mana.
Full mana.
Full mana.
How many
and I
cards?
play blue.
How many cards do you have?
4.
Feel like you wouldn't have cancel, but all right.
I do have 3 sources of blue on the field.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, islands are obviously islands. Doesn't make sense. 2/3 flying. Let's crippling chill him.
He taps.
He taps.
And then he doesn't untap.
And then he doesn't tap. And I'll just attack for 2 then. Give me back my graveyard.
Okay, fine. I'll go down to 19.
But I'm going to draw a card for that crippling chill.
You draw a card off of that?
I draw a card after.
I didn't put that in because I thought it was too expensive for what it did.
Well,
I might have left it in if I
there's a
realized
reason
it.
why.
I'm an idiot.
Disowned Ancestor. Ooh.
Ooh.
A 0/4. Watch out.
Without flying.
Without flying.
Okay.
Your turn.
At the end of your turn,
God.
Weaver Fate.
Okay.
I will draw
some cards.
2 cards. I won't even tap because it's going to untap here in a second.
Sure, we all like cheating.
All right. Now, it'll be my turn. All right, well, I will draw.
Okay.
I will draw. That actually is not a bad draw. So we'll play another Plains.
Oh, no.
We'll play another Plains. And, you know, you tapped him.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's going to be very dead.
No.
I am going to do a swift kick from him to him.
Wow.
So that's red and 3 colorless.
Yes.
He has been kicked in the face by this Elky creature.
You have killed a 0/6.
Wait, was he the one you could have... Oh, you didn't have the... Oh, you didn't. You couldn't review... In response, you could have...
I could have.
You could have morphed him. You should have.
Look at that.
Oh, okay. Okay, since it didn't resolve yet.
So he survived.
He survived. That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Look at that cheating. In action.
In action.
I forgot what his morph was. Oh, by the way, I get to look at your hand because I revealed him.
Do you really?
Because I flipped him over. Let's see it. It's not Thoughtseize, so... Oh, well... Ooh.
It could be worse.
Oh, my. Alright, so basically, if you do anything morphed, I have to kill that.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. That is... turn.
Yes. Take that.
Jerk.
Take that. Oh, no, I'm going to miss my land drops. Well, now I cannot attack with my 2/2 anymore, because now he's terrible.
Okay, you don't have any damage on the board.
I do not have...
Do either of them fly? No, they don't, do they?
I'm going to give him... +2, +0. And he has 3 mana to regenerate.
Oh, okay.
Notice I have only no black source, though, so I can't regenerate after
Yeah, I know, right?
I guess I'll just swing for 2.
Swing for 2. I am down to 17.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Then we're going to be clever again.
You're going to morph again?
And we're going to morph.
It's morphin' time.
Oh, no.
I watched Power Rangers, too.
Yeah. Alright, yep, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Then I will untappity-tap. I will finally untap my Alabaster Kieran.
Pretty upset about that.
Yeah, and I will draw.
Interesting.
I will swing for 2 in the air.
I will take 2 in the air.
I love how that he has Vigilance. So Kevin saw my Weapon Master, but I just drew a Monastery Flock, which is another morphed creature. So I'm going to turn his own trick against him by playing this morphed Monastery Flock and make him think it's that Weapon Master and see what he does about it. And I will tap 3 mana.
Ooh.
I will play a morph creature of my own to combat your morphed creature.
It's a good move. It's a good move.
And that will end my turn.
Alright.
Let's double look at him again.
Yeah, since you morphed him, you can look at him anytime you want.
Yep.
And
otherwise, it wouldn't be fair.
And I wish I could too. I'm gonna do Jungle Hollow and gain a life. I don't know what to do.
Just don't do nothing.
I'm gonna do something.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do something.
Okay.
Let's swing for 2. He is a 2/4 with regenerate. You need that flyer, Matt. You need that flyer, Matt. Totally. Ooh.
Monastery Flock.
No.
You thought it was the other guy.
I thought it was the other guy. No. Alright, well, I'm successfully blocked. Whale ass. Whale.
That just threw a wrench in your
plans.
plans.
Yeah, it totally did. Whale.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. I am just going to... You have that thing that kills things with 4 or greater.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
And I have plenty of mana to play.
Yeah, you have a lot of mana. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn to you, man.
Okay. I'll untap. I will draw.
Choose wisely.
Nah.
Nah.
That's not my
Pass.
style.
This could be like a 10-10.
I think I know what it is. Because we played at the draft. So we kind of know each other's decks.
I lost.
It was close, though.
It was pretty
It
close.
was really close.
And I think
that's why I was excited for this matchup.
Yeah.
It was like 2-1, but I mean, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a card that has some BS tactics to it, and I was able just to put out a lot.
It is.
Yeah. It was fun, though. Let's see.
It was also 3 in the morning, though, so I was okay to lose so I can go home.
I will play a morph creature. Am I trying to trick you again?
I don't know.
I will swing in the air for 2 vigilant.
I will take 2 in the air, unvigilant.
And I will pass my turn.
You're saving mana for that stupid +2/+1, aren't you? Maybe. I'm gonna get a life, though, so I'm slowly negating what you were doing.
Let's see what you got.
Not much. Not much, Matt.
Not much at all.
Yeah. I think I will just... You know what? I think I'm just gonna outlast him.
Outlast, so now
So
he is
I'm gonna get a counter, so he's a 1/5, and it's a sorcery speed, so...
He's a 1/5 with the enchantment, though.
With
so
the
he's
enchantment. 3/5.
He's a 3/5.
Jealous? I'm eventually killing that 0/5. And then I will pass to you, Matt.
Okay. I don't know why he was tapped, because I just looked at him. But I will go ahead and untap. I will draw. Oh! Hey! Look at that! I am going to play one of these excess planes. Lens of Clarity!
No!
I can look at what you can have! Really?
Yeah, not what you thought.
Not what I thought.
Very
Yeah.
underwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take that. Yeah.
That's significantly worse than what I thought it was.
So bad.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You figured it out, because I'm not doing it.
Ice Feather Avon. I mean, and his morph cost is higher, but he doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect, so you're kind of paying the extra for the bounce.
Yep.
And I can also look at the top card of my library at any time.
Because why not?
Because why not? I'm thinking...
Just go ahead and swing. Swing with the team, even as defender.
Even though he has Defender.
Yes. I don't know how apparently 2 guys in this monastery has more health than just a bunch of flock of birds.
I don't know.
This is magic, though.
It is. Yeah, but they don't fly. That's the difference. And these can apparently come in as a 2/2 creature. And then somehow lose their power.
Yeah.
When they transform.
I don't know how you morph a bird into a 2/2 creature, then it's like, surprise, it's a huge flock.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to unmorph him.
Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5. And that, when he unmorphs or enters the battlefield, it gives another creature +3/+0 till end of turn.
Yes.
So I'm going to give him that, so he's a 5/3 flyer. I'm going to swing at you.
And I'm going to unmorph.
And you're going to bounce. Which one?
You don't have hands, yeah. Yeah, him.
Him? Okay. He's back into my hand. And that will end my turn.
All right. Yep. 4-3-0 first strike. Oh my. First strike. I can swing for 3 because you are not going to block that. If you do, that's just fantastic. So yeah, I think I'll just swing for 3 with Regenerate up. He is a 3/5. Oh, right. You have a 0/5, though. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm just going to swing 2. So either take 2 or 3. Your choice. Or 9, but... The plays.
Oh, too bad he doesn't have a reach.
Too bad.
But what he does have is the first strike that you could regenerate. Oh, he's a 5.
He's
yeah.
A 5. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can do your 4 damage.
But it wouldn't matter.
That one outlast. It matters.
It mattered. It mattered. So I'm gonna just block with the monastery
thing.
The flock.
Yep. And then take 2.
And I'll take 2 down to 15.
Oh, do I want to do what I'm thinking about doing? Because I want to do. That 5 is actually an annoying thing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't have that effect the Wall of Frost has. It has 2 less health, but it's also a flyer.
Yeah.
And it can be a 2/2 creature until you need it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something my clan really doesn't do and only delve once.
So you can destroy something?
I'm actually just going to draw 3 cards. 3,
Oh.
6, 7, then 8 for my 8th mana.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I played a land, but actually now I don't think I did. No, I definitely didn't. Island. And your turn.
My turn? Okay. I will untap all my lands. I will draw a card. Play a mountain. And then I'll look at the top card in my deck again.
Why not?
Why not?
Now, I know what you're thinking about doing. You can push that damage through.
Play the alabaster.
Okay.
That's not what you thought, huh? What land do I want to tap for that? 1, 2. And we'll just do the basic lands. All my basic lands. Wait, 1. Yeah, he's 4. One of those doesn't have to be tapped.
Choose wisely.
There we go.
Good. Good.
Good.
Good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Swinging would be kind of pointless at this point in time.
You could do your +2/+1.
No, I can't.
How, is it 4 mana?
Yeah.
Good.
Normally in a competitive environment, you wouldn't reveal that information.
But technically, I do know it's there.
Yeah, he does, but
right.
he should. If he wanted to really remember it, he should have written it down in a competitive environment.
Yes.
But no, here, not that big of a deal.
You're going down, Matt.
I think I'm just gonna pass because I'm not sure what I want to do.
Fantastic.
Fan-frickin-tastic.
Fantastic. So that's good. That's good. All right.
Play something morph so I can look at it.
No, I don't want to. All right, Matt. Let's figure this out. You ready for this play?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to swing with these. Oh my.
What is he again?
He is a 3/5.
A 3/5?
What are you thinking, Matt?
I'm thinking a lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of things I could do.
There's a whole lot of things.
Whole lot of things.
I really hope there isn't.
I will block here.
Okay.
And here.
Ooh.
And I am going to play a Jeskai Charm to give my creatures 1/1 and lifelink.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So he is now a 3/4 and he is now a 5/4.
Damn it. Alright, so you're doing that.
Right.
So obviously I will regenerate.
Right.
So technically first strike happens first. So you've killed him.
And then he regenerates.
So I'm not going to do it.
But I get the life link off of him.
You do. So you get 5 no matter what.
I'm up to 20.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, so you're going to do 3 to him. So you have...
So I'm up to 23 from that.
Yes.
Yep.
And you have 2 health left on that, don't you? Get this out of here.
Yeah, 2 health left on that. You got a magma spray or something?
Let's make everything -2, -2.
Well, fine. He is now in my graveyard.
I'm going to gain a life because anything that dies this turn... Yeah, anything that dies this turn I'm going to get a life for.
Okay.
So I'm at 18. And that is all the tricks that I can do this game.
Pretty much done from there
Pretty
on
much
out.
done. Yeah, I concede.
Yeah, that was a interesting little turn.
I was really hoping you were... When you blocked with him, I was like, oh no.
You were like, something's coming.
Something's going.
Yeah, the lifelink was really worth it.
Yes.
I didn't realize you had a -2/-2 spell on you.
I think you said that last night, too.
Yeah, probably.
On the bright side, my graveyard is getting full.
Okay. I untapped, I'll draw. I'll look at the top card of my library.
Too bad it doesn't have a scry mechanic, too.
I know, right?
It'd basically be a sigil starfish. But
well, you could basically look and decide if you want to scry or not. Like, if you had a starfish, you're like, I don't like that. Let me scry it to the bottom. Or it's like, I like that. I'm not going to waste the scry now. I'll wait till I draw that card.
For 1 mana, I feel like that's... Especially in draft, I feel like that's a really good card.
For 1 mana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the morph mechanic and stuff now,
Yeah.
too. I think I'm just going to have those.
Really
just
hated
one of
the
them.
fact that... Yeah, maybe in sideboard if you're going against a bunch of heavy morph deck.
Yep.
Yup.
This is going to be a really freaking slow game.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes, that's the way we like it. 23 to 18. And it's going on to turn 11.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. Let's get some things on. Let's play a rush of battle.
All right. Crap.
So now my guys gain +2/+1 until end of turn.
And why not have lifelink?
Only warriors get lifelink.
Yes. Good.
None of these are warriors. And I am just going to swing with the 6. The 6/4.
Well, I feel like he's done his job. I'm going to block with that.
All right, so he goes. And that will end my turn.
Perfect. Ooh. Matt, you're screwed now. I'm sorry. Oh, you still have that Smite the Monstrous.
Oh, is it your Cyclone guy?
It's my Hoot and Mandrills.
Oh, no. You've had those since the game started.
Yeah, I can't cast them.
I remember you just kind of blurted it out when we were doing
Hoot and Mandrills. They're so funny.
Yeah.
And they have trample.
Oh, that's a shame I can just destroy them.
Yeah, I'm going to morph this, but go ahead and look at it because you
Is
have
it that Cyclone guy? No. Mystic
You
of
were
the Hidden Way
you were
can't
so
be
scared.
blocked. Well, that guy, he return all non-land permanents to hand or something like that when he becomes unmorphed?
Creatures.
You just read it out of your hand. Yes.
Just wait, there's going to be a cutaway where I said, I'm going to read this from my hand.
Mystic of the Hidden Way just can't be blocked, and he's a 3/2 with a morph for 3. But the morph is cheaper than his actual mana cost.
How did you know I was reading the Thousand Winds?
Because you specified, you looked down and you specified creatures.
Let me see what he does.
So,
should I just...
What to do.
What to do?
The funny thing is, if you attack with him and then I declare the block, and then you morph him, does he still get blocked because the block was declared?
Yes, he's still technically blocked.
Yeah. Hey, what are you going to do?
Do I just do my Hoot and Mandrills? Let's see, I got 4 cards.
They're just going to die, but I mean, do you want to save your Cyclonic Rift guy?
I do. That's a 5/6 flyer.
Yeah. Oh, he's a flyer.
He's a flyer.
Oh, wow.
5/6. He kills your birds. A giant gust of wind kills your birds.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I'm going to do 2 mana.
Okay.
Plus 4, because I'm going to delve these.
You're going to delve?
My guild's...
Delve's a neat little mechanic.
It is.
It
My
is.
clan's mechanic. Hoot and Mandrills.
Hoot and Mandrills. Okay.
I'm going to morph something. It's my Cyclone.
Yeah, I figured. Return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hand.
Tapped.
Yeah.
Even if my things are tapped, it screws me over too.
Yeah.
But certain things like the bird that bounces stuff, I'm going to morph it again. There was some synergy when I was building this deck, but not much.
Not much.
So, your turn.
Okay. I will untap all of my... I actually have a fair amount of land available to me. I'm really liking Khan's slower pace. I will draw, and I will look at the top card of my deck. I'm going to play a Swiftwater Cliffs and gain a life. So I'm up to 24.
Always a good strategy. Gain that life.
And then I'm going to pass my turn.
You sure you don't want to like tap anything like just for?
I think I'm positive in exactly what I want to do.
Oh, you're gonna smite the monstrous. Oh, I'm not morphing him. I flipped him over for my untap step.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to cheat as best I can, but
how many cards do you have in hand? 3?
I have 3.
I only have 2. Okay, yeah, we've been getting our land drops pretty consistently.
I may be drawing 2 cards at instant speed soon.
Oh, okay. I already did that this game.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm supposed to have a lot more creatures on the board than I currently have, but I haven't been getting them. Might as well morph him before you attack.
I might as well morph him. I'm gonna morph him.
Because, I mean, otherwise I'm just gonna block, and even if you morph him, he'll die.
Yeah. So let's go into
combat. Possibly? Are we both just going to be afraid to attack?
Yeah. Oh, his first strike. No. Whoa. Yeah, I guess I'll. Yeah. How many cards do you have? 2. Okay, so you have the other battle, the Russia battle, and you have the Smite the Monstrous.
Possibly.
100%.
Yeah.
That gives you lifelink.
It gives my warriors lifelink. I don't have warriors.
Good.
See, in a competitive environment, again, I wouldn't give him that information because it would keep him scared to attack.
I have it right here to look at, but I'm still not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, the Hoot and Mandrills are doing things.
What are the Hoot and Mandrills doing?
Well, not much.
Not much at all.
Maybe I should just flood you with flyers. Not that this is a flyer. I'm gonna go ahead and look.
Is that even?
It's totally a flyer.
Abomination of Gadul. I don't remember you seeing this card.
Oh, yeah.
You may draw a card if you do discard a card. Huh. That's neat that it actually does the draw before the discard.
Mm-hmm.
If it was red here, it would do the discard then draw.
So I'm going to go into combat.
But he doesn't do anything when he unmorphs. Okay.
Nothing. So I'm going to attack for 3.
For 3?
Yep.
Unblockable, I'll take 3. Down to 21.
And then I will hopefully outlast you. It's a weird mechanic. That's a weird mechanic.
Well, you're getting lucky in that I'm not drawing
exactly
a lot of creatures right now.
Or that Goblin Landslide.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I think it's just called Goblin Slide.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yep. I'll untap. I'll draw. So for the past 4 turns, I've drawn nothing but land. I need things to put on the board because he's only putting more things out there. He's making his stupid thing bigger with that Outlast ability, and I just need answers. So Lens of Clarity, I look at the top of my library, and what do I see? Another island. And I'll look at the top card of my library.
If you got it, why not use it? We are just staring at each other in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like we're playing control decks, Matt.
I know.
I don't think we really are. I think we just have really slow decks.
Yeah. What is he? He's a...
He is now
3/6?
a 4/6.
A 4/6.
Yeah, 4/6. He's getting there. He's getting close enough where he can start attacking now.
I'm going to do a Russia battle.
Yes.
So he goes up to be in that 6/4 again, first strike.
Yep.
And I'm going to... First of all, before I go into combat, I want to look at this guy. Okay. I'm going to go into combat with him. A 6/4 first strike.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to block with him.
Really?
My 2/2.
Okay. And you're going to lose him.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Abomination Gadul.
You wanted to keep the Hoot and Mandrills on the
I
board.
want
and your Outlast.
Gotta keep the Hoot and Mandrills.
And that will end my turn.
It's probably smarter to have kept this rather than the Hoot and Mandrills because it's a flyer for
Yeah.
1 less and I gotta draw a card.
Well, he can block the flyer all day.
He can.
Yeah.
But then I'll be having other stuff coming. But
Yeah,
I just think that Hoot and Mandrills are just...
It's the Hoot and Mandrills.
They're monkeys.
Yeah.
It's the new Shamble Shark. Hoot and
Yeah.
Mandrills. But they're so much better than Shamble Shark. I guess I'll draw for a turn. Ooh, how many cards do you have?
Dose.
Discard 2.
Are you kidding? Okay, in response.
Dang it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No! Not the mandrills! Are you smiting the monstrous mandrills? You can't do anything else. You can't smite? Oh yeah, these are untapped.
I'm gonna smite him.
I regenerate.
You do?
So no. See, in
oh,
a
you
friendly
did black
game,
open, huh?
Yeah, in a friendly game you wouldn't say
yeah,
this.
screw your man.
No! I shouldn't. I'll let you kill him. No!
And then I'll discard a mountain.
Yes, and then I'm going to also put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard.
Oh,
Oh, Savage Punch. No, that's my card against Matt.
Oh.
The Savage Mandrills.
It's too bad you can only outlast. Well, no, it's not too bad. It's good you can only outlast as a sorcery. Otherwise, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to outlast at the end of your turn.
It would actually be a much better mechanic, I feel like. But it makes sense. Really outlast is that I'll let you hit me with this because I'm not having a blocker, but I'll get a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
To the point. It makes sense, but...
Seems like it'd be okay with some control.
I need 1 more mana.
Yes!
No! Alright, so I'm going to go into combat.
Okay.
I'm going to swing with the team. So 3 unblockable.
Yep.
And then 2, and then put 4. Do I have Death Frenzy again?
I don't know. So I'm not going to risk it.
Okay, so take 7.
Take 7 down to 14?
Yes.
Ouch.
Then let's draw 2 cards. On my turn, because I actually really want to get my land.
Okay.
And I got it.
Alright, there you go.
And I'm going to gain life.
Oh, nice. You're up to 19?
Yes.
Man.
Your turn.
I will untap all of my stuff here. And I will draw and look at the top card of my library.
I'm assuming you're holding on to a land.
Maybe.
This is the part where you'd be like, I'm holding on to a land.
Look at the top card.
That's probably not a land because you're reading
Because I'm reading
Unless
it.
you really don't understand what a mountain does. And it has like reminder text on it.
Tap this to add 1 red mana.
That would be cool if they had reminder text.
On the
White
land.
mountain. I think they used to.
I would screw with people and like tap this to put like 1 blue mana on the mountain. I almost read out loud what this thing does to myself.
Just so you know, I have another monkey in my hand. It's not hooting, but...
that is not something you hear every day.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I have another monkey in my hand.
Alright.
You know what? Screw you. Island.
Oh. Oh, see?
You know what?
You can't swing, or else he's going to go back to your hand. Which you will get the bonus for him, but... I don't know if that 4 damage is worth it.
Yeah, there is really you killed my flyer is really what hurt me.
Yeah.
Getting rid of my flyer was horrible.
And I was wondering if I should do the Death's Embrace or Death Frenzy, try to do 2 for 1, but honestly, that 2/3 killed me last night. Or Friday
Yeah,
night.
you would be
Way
hurting
too
so much more by now.
Yep.
If you didn't have that. You would have had to have already morphed him just to block it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to do.
End your turn.
You know what? I'll hit you for 4.
I'm taking 4.
Yeah. You know what? We got to do something to accelerate the game.
Yes.
So that is turn.
All right. Get these lands.
You know, this Lens of Clarity, it's a good mechanic because you can see what you have coming up, but sometimes you look at what you have coming up and you're like you're just like, I don't like that anymore. So...
Wait, can I do it again?
Creature control gains hexproof until end of turn.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so everything but this.
You're gonna bounce them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's flip them.
I have a card in my hand.
I wish I had a discard mechanic.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm gonna swing for
a lot.
Lots. I have
Whole lot.
4, 3, and 5.
I'll block the 4.
Okay.
So I take
8.
Wow. This
Boom.
is...
If this was Hearthstone, your health would have been like, boom!
If this was Hearthstone, I'd play a Kel'Thuzad Zod and just win.
And then right? Your turn.
Yeah, my turn.
This is not how our other games went.
No. No, not in the
It's kind of the opposite, where I was trying to get some sort of
what's my next
power
card?
on board. Got a lot of cards to delve.
Okay. I need to put some mana aside to see if I can do this. Okay.
I see what you're going to do.
Huh.
You're going to morph him and then flip him up. Yeah.
I'm going to morph him.
Yes.
For that is the morph. I'm going to do that. Seeker of the Way. And this is my untapped mana over here.
Okay.
He's a 2/2, and whenever he gains prowess, he also gains lifelink.
Yes. And he is a warrior, so you would have gotten your rush of battle with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have.
I guess through prowess you would have already gotten it. Double lifelink.
Gives it twice.
Oh,
double strike lifelink would be nice.
Double strike, yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, that card with a double strike, and it's a warrior. Like I think
The
my
3/3?
double strike's a monk.
I think he's a monk.
Why can't he be a monk warrior?
Yeah, that would make sense.
warrior monk. Yeah, and that will end my turn.
All right. So, I don't see why I shouldn't just be able to go... We'll flip him up.
Okay.
I guess I'll give him Hexproof.
Okay.
Mostly because if you don't have lifelink, he just wins next turn anyways.
Yeah.
I think I'll just swing with these guys. Flying, unblockable.
Well, obviously the flyer is going to go here.
Yes.
He's unblockable.
So there's 6 damage.
And he's a 3/1.
So Matt's dead, but I don't think he knows it yet. He has no cards in hand, and I have a flyer and an unblockable coming at him. I'm just going to let him kind of think this through. What do you got, Matt? He's flying too.
Is he really? Why didn't you say that?
Hey, who's the one looking at my thing? I did go, if you look back, I said, these 2 flying,
Yeah.
this 1 unblockable. I was wondering what you're thinking.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That's 6. That's lethal.
Good
game,
Matt.
my friend.
Yes.
That was a really good game.
That was really good.
That was. So what do you think about cons so far? The con stuff we have.
I love cons. I love the 3 colors, which I actually at first thought would be really hard to get the mana base.
Mm-hmm.
But even using basic lands and not even using, we didn't have any fetch lands. We were able to get all of our mana and still able to.
Some of us more so than others. I drew land for 4 turns straight,
which is perfect.
Yeah, for you.
If you have the cards, though, you can deal with having a deck that only draws lands, as long as you
Yeah.
have those few cards where you stall the game long enough to where you can use them.
Yeah, I had that defender on board, but then you just got your bigger creatures out. Because you had green, and green just has so many big creatures and cons. Yep. Just in the draft I didn't do very well because it's everybody had green. Every deck I think had green except mine. And everyone's like, here's a 5/6, here's a 6/6, oh, here's a 7/7. It doesn't do anything. It's just a giant elephant that says, kill.
I kill you.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get to standard, because not only we have a 6/6, but now it'll actually have stuff that it can do.
Yeah, but at least I'll have stuff that I can do in response.
That's true.
So, I almost ran cancel in this deck, too. I should have put cancel in it.
Yeah.
I was that close.
How do you like only having 40 cards?
Oh, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it either.
I don't mind it at all. I mean, it does kind of... the part about the draft that kind of sucks isn't that you only have 40 cards. It's that you only draw, 1 of this card. And maybe 2 of this card. And you have to build your deck around that. I had a lot of creatures you didn't get to see. I have a 1 red, 1 colorless that's a 2/2 haste that has to attack every turn. He's a Mardu card. And I have a bunch of little... I had good low-cost creatures and flyers and everything and I didn't draw him.
We actually looked through his deck after I won, and they were all on the bottom.
Yeah, every single card I needed was on the bottom in a stack. Like, I shuffled 5 times before we did this.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So that was that kind of sucked, but
yeah.
But yeah, the con stuff like that Outlast mechanic is so...
It's weird.
It's weird. It's like weird. What you were saying earlier, where it's like, oh, I'm not going to block, but this thing's going to get a little bigger, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do anything
just
with
big enough to
0-5.
Yep.
So, I mean, it got to the point where I was actually thinking about using Smite the Monstrous on
him. Yep.
Yeah, because he could just get bigger. Like, the Mandrills kind of suck,
Hootin' Mandrills.
but they stay as a 4/4. That thing could get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Is a great mechanic now.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the fact that also my graveyard is not only I could maybe have something with coming back from the graveyard, but every card in the graveyard is now potentially 1 mana.
Watch out! They added an artifact, this Cranial Archive.
Yes.
2 colorless and 2 more colorless to exile all cards from a player's graveyard.
It shuffles their graveyard
into their hand.
No, I think it's... I don't remember.
It does something with
the
graveyard.
We'll have a tooltip that's like, here's what it does.
Yeah, because we're stupid, and because we don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, and I had my Goblin Slide, which is how I beat you the last time.
Yes.
Every time I cast an instant, I can pay an extra colorless to get a 1/1 haste Goblin.
Armies of 1/1s. And
I attacked with Narset, which lets you exile the top 4 cards of your library, and you can play instant spells without paying their cost. And I was like, instant, oh, here's goblins on the field, and...
Don't edit that out! Alright, so when we start up, I'm gonna be like, speaking of landslides... Sorry. I'm sorry. There's a 1/1 goblin somewhere about this.
Yeah. pay 1 colorless.
Yeah.
They're Abra, he counts. He'll just teleport away.
Attacking.
Yeah. Yep. Then
and
then pay 1 psychic energy to teleport.
We're actually attacking the people watching.
Yeah. You deserve it. I'm not gonna. I mean, you should see some of the comments I get.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
There are some
you're
weird
fat. Sorry, but true.
I loved that comment. I'm just saying.
Added a lot to the conversation.
As a fellow douchebag, I like that. I like that. Oh my. I liked that comment. Mostly because it just shows that we're still on the internet. I'm going to keep talking while he's doing this. I don't know if he's going to keep this in, because I feel like this dialogue's alright.
Whew, okay. We should probably talk about Magic.
We should probably talk about Magic. Is this your favorite clan? It's my favorite clan. Mostly because I like green and blue, but then you add black into it.
I actually really liked this one.
Flawless recovery.
I didn't think I was going to. I wanted to go Teamer. I wanted to go the green, red, blue, because those are my 3 favorite colors in the game. Mm-hmm. And I could only reserve my spot over the phone. I couldn't reserve my colors without playing. I got there and they were out, so I was like, I'll just take Jeskai, because nobody took like Jeskai and
Sultai, the one I'm playing also. Yeah. Green, black, blue.
So I knew what my friends were playing. Like, I knew you and John were playing Sultai. No, you and Jordan were playing Sultai.
Yes.
And John was doing Teamer, so I went Jeskai to kind of mix it up.
Yep.
So that we would have 4 different clans there are 3 different clans between the 4 of us.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't do red, mostly because I didn't know that couldn't reserve it. But mostly because your standard deck was red green, and then you started with green, Dead of Recluse. Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. I'm so sad he's gone. Next Saturday he's gone.
I'm pretty sad too.
Oh,
I have a tribal spider deck,
card.
And actually, I think I play all 4 of them in my tribal.
Oh, I wouldn't blame you. They're a great little defender.
1/2 death. Yep.
1/2 death touch with reach.
With reach.
With reach. Your Cyclonic Rift would be.
Yep.
I would just save him just for him.
1,000 wins.
1,000 wins.
Cyclonic Rift? It's the instant where it takes everything back to the person's hand.
I can see how I got those mixed up.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
It's a wind elemental.
Yep.
So, but yeah, the Jeskai, I really like the idea of the prowess, which you didn't get to see, unfortunately, because I got 1 prowess creature
on and then dead.
Then dead. Which every time I cast a non-creature spell, they get 1/1, and some of them, like the one I had out, would get lifelink as well. That's a really interesting mechanic because you can play you can throw a burn spell to kill 1 creature in combat, then the creatures get 1/1, and then they do more damage, or you can throw out a spell to tap, or you can Void Snare, and then you just give your creatures 1/1. You just get little bonuses, and at first, like the 1/1 doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up over time.
It can kill. It's a nice reactionary element to your clan.
Yeah, and it's something that's, as long as it gives you the way that you can play this as Jeskai can easily do the aggro, mid-range, tempo, and control. Mm-hmm. They to me, they're the jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
That's what they are to me. They can do everything, but they can't do the aggro as well as Mardu. They can't do the mid-range as well as, what's the, Teamer? Yeah. And then the Salt, like, they can do everything, just not as well as the other clans. And that's something I like. I like that flexibility because options are a powerful weapon that people tend to underestimate, that kind of flexibility. You pay a little more mana for it, but it lets you do a lot of in-game battle tricks and then punish your opponent for it by giving your guys a boost.
Yeah.
So
the problem is you're losing so many good red and white cards with Ravnica rotating out, or else you could have been Jack of all trades, Master of all.
I think I'm going to throw in some Magma Sprays so I can kill 2/2 morphs. Exile them, I mean. So then you can delve them.
The Death Frenzy that I had, where it gives everything -2/-2, I actually wasn't going to put it in the normal draft block, but I overheard Nick, I think, saying, or someone in our draft area saying that it's going to be a good card because there's going to have a lot of 2/2s out.
Yeah.
So I didn't originally have it. The problem is it gives all creatures -2/-2, so I constantly have morph creatures that I'm like, well, I guess I'll just sacrifice these.
Wow.
So, but it is there for the clutch killing huge creatures that are just more.
Well, it's going to kill aggro. What's the mana cost on it?
5. 3 colorless and a black and green. If it had Delve, that would have been so much better. But
that'll really hurt Mardu, I think, because Mardu has a lot of really fragile creatures.
Yes.
They have that Helmsmith guy, their leader. Isn't he like a 7/2?
Yeah, he's nothing. Yeah, and then if he attacks, he becomes indestructible.
If he kills something when he attacks. When he attacks, he gets indestructible. If he kills something when he does, he gets like +1/+1 or something. Yeah. But so when he attacks, you just don't block him, and he just stays. He hurts, but he stays at 7/2.
I mean,
or you give him something he can't kill.
So you lose in 3
Or you
turns.
give him something he can't kill.
Yes.
To block, like an indestructible, like an Ensouled Darksteel Citadel.
Yep.
Or you just get out your card and you just play it immediately and kill him. Yep. Give him -2. So that's going to be a powerful little tool for you to have, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good sideboard card.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, for less mana, colorless and 2 black, you can have Drown in Sorrow, which is all creatures get -2/-2. You don't get the life gain, but you do get Scry 1.
That's not bad.
I think that'll be more played than the Death Frenzy.
Yeah.
Just because you do get the life.
I mean, you could do it with such a thing as, like, if your deck's synergized around lifelink and gaining life, like a Johnny's Pride Mate, then you would want that. Or a Sunbond, which people hate, but I love the card. Every time you gain life, it gets 1/1 equal to it.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad, but I like it. I like those little weird cards like that.
So. I mean, I do life gain decks too. The problem is it's too much mana sinking into one creature for it to be removed.
Yeah, there's a lot of removal.
And if you're facing
a lot of exile now.
There's a lot of exile. Mostly because the graveyard is now a thing.
Yeah.
Don't ever think that because it goes to your graveyard, it's the end of that card.
Yeah, that's something, especially with Delve now.
Yes.
Delve is going to change. I'm going to definitely run Banishing Light. Yeah. Banishing Light is such a good card. 1 white, 1 colorless, exile something until the enchantment leaves the battlefield.
Yes.
Really good card. I think I'm definitely going to run because there's so many big creatures. And I mean, if I'm going to go control, I'm definitely going to want Banishing Lights.
You're going to need to deal with those.
I'm going to want the Banishing Lights. I'm going to want some counter spells. And I'm going to need some good win conditions.
Problem is, the only counter spell you have right now is basically Dissolve.
There's Dissolve, there's Dissipate, which exiles the spell if it's countered.
Yeah.
Which would be good against you because it would exile whatever you...
Thing for...
It would counter your Delve a little.
Yeah, because a lot of clans still have some sort of razor.
Especially like imagine if somebody like delves like 7 cards for a big spell and then
Yep. Not only are you exiling those 7 cards, but you're exiling the spell that's cast, so they have...
And it's the same mana cost as cancel
Dissolve.
and everything and dissolve. Yeah,
don't use cancel.
No, don't use cancel. There is no reason to use cancel.
Public service announcement. Don't use cancel.
Cancel. It was only here because it was in draft, but no, there is because there are cards that do exactly the same thing for the same mana cost
or less,
or less. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're in modern, but
Teamer has a neat little counter spell. They have it's a blue and I forget what the colorless cost is, but it's counter target spell unless the opponent pays 3.
Yeah.
But if you have a creature with 4 or more power, it just counters it. And I think it's 1 blue and 2 colorless instead of 2 blue and 1 colorless. So I think it's
the mana's easier to get to.
But it could it has a stipulation behind it.
It's a good early counter because chances are turn 2 and 3 you're not gonna have a 4 power creature. If you are, you're already screwed.
Well, that or you're not gonna have the mana to because you're gonna be trying to get things onto the field.
Exactly.
So yeah. So what are there any specific cards you're looking for to run into this deck?
I'm really thinking about Frika. She's a colorless black-green god, where when she can exile for 3 colorless a creature card from your battlefield or graveyard and put a 1/1 snake into the battlefield. It's an enchantment, so I'm hoping for constellation triggers with Eidolon of Blossom.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And a Courser of Crewfix. The problem is I don't have a lot of money to buy 4 Courser of Crewfixes.
You'll notice if you watch other videos we have, the other two, there are proxies.
Yeah.
Because Magic is expensive.
It's so much more
very
expensive than other the hobbies I have. Yeah, Magic's definitely one of the worst.
You should probably run Genesis Hydra.
Yes, or Court of Calling.
Well, there's that too.
But
Genesis Hydra's just a good card.
And it looks cool too.
Yeah.
And it was developed by
the Plants vs.
Magic
Zombie
user.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. We'll definitely have a lot more cons coming. This is really probably the only pure cons video we're going to have. We have plans for actual standard with cons and Theros and M15 cards, and we'll just kind of roll this in throughout the next few videos as we go on. So we're going to go ahead and take off here. Kevin, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt. I'll see you next time.